안녕하세요 유튜브 여러분, 사우스 다코타에서 거주하고 있는 닉 호퍼입니다. 보시는 영상은 유튜브에 올라온 사우스 다코타의 가장 큰 도시 수폴스에서 촬영된 영상입니다. 프로테스트라고 하죠. 시위를 하고 있는데 굉장히 많은 사람들이 참여를 했습니다. 저희 동네는 수폴스에서 1시간 떨어진 곳인데요. 이때 당시 저는 햄버거를 사 먹고 있었네요. 저희 동네는 아무런 그런 시위도 없고 그냥 조용합니다. 평온해서 알아차릴 수가 없었어요. 조지플루이드 사건이 발생한 곳이 미니애폴리스잖아요. 실제로 그곳이 저희 동네에서 굉장히 가까운 곳입니다. 이 3시간, 4시간 거리에 있다는 것은 정말 옆동네라는 것인데요. 미국에서 제가 어떠한 특정 브랜드 물품을 사고 싶다 그러면 저는 미니애폴리스까지 가야 되거든요. 이케아를 가고 싶다? 미니애폴리스 가야 돼요. 이게 바로 옆동네라는 개념인데, 실제로 조지 플로이드의 친척들이 사우스 다코타에 살고 있었습니다. 그 뉴스를 한번 보시죠.
Hundreds gathered at Memorial Park here in Rapid City in honor of George Floyd, the African-American male who died in police's custody in Minnesota on Monday. We talked to Floyd's family in South Dakota as I also sit down to hear from his cousin.
United we stand! Divided we fall!
Hundreds chanted as they filled Memorial Park in Rapid City in honor of
George Floyd!
A viral video of an African-American male dying in police custody touching the hearts of many.
Oh, it was unbearable to watch that video. It truly was. And it's gotta stop.
Sean Jones agrees, the cousin to George Floyd, still in shock as he can't help but watch the video on repeat.
I can't stop looking at it. It's just something that I gotta watch. No matter what, I just gotta watch it.
Jones found out after a friend messaged him online and a phone call from his mother.
It's just a sad situation how he died. You know, he's a loving guy. He's a big guy, called a gentle giant, but I also call him big for nothing, you know? Like, I was like, man, you big for nothing. Who you gonna hurt, you know?
Owen Jones, our deepest condolences.
Floyd's uncle recognized immediately as people held his hand in support.
I've just never been in a situation where I've had people that I don't even know do this for me because of a cause. My nephew, I don't know, maybe he was put in a situation at this particular time so we all could get together and to prove a point and to try to make a difference in this world.
As the peaceful walk was wrapped up with a traditional Native American song, Sean wants to remind people violence is not what George Floyd would have wanted.
Don't need violence. It's not gonna make anything better. It's just gonna make it worse.
낮에는 이렇게 평화롭게 시위가 발생하는데도 밤에는 어김없이 이곳에서도 약탈이 있었다고 합니다. 뉴스 보시죠.
As we've been reporting all day, yesterday's peaceful protest to demand justice for George Floyd gave way to criminal acts. Today, Governor Kristi Noem met with city leaders, law enforcement, and businesses. Kettleland's Travis Fossing has the story.
Governor Kristi Noem says protests have a purpose and that Sunday's peaceful protests honored the memory of George Floyd. But then the agenda changed.
Today, the conversation isn't about the peaceful protest. It's about the violence that happened last night. And violence will not be tolerated in South Dakota.
Noem says mob rule does nothing to honor victims. After police officers had rocks and obscenities tossed their way, authorities say the criminal acts spilled into the private sector.
Property was destroyed, business owners were victimized, stores were looted and vandalized.
The governor, alongside Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken, visited with victims Monday, including a stop at Riddle's Jewelry, where an estimated $45,000 worth of theft and damage occurred.
These aren't protesters that did these actions last night. These are violent criminals. Do not call them protesters.
많은 사람들이 시위는 인정하지만 약탈 이런 것은 있으면 안 된다라고 얘기하는데 동의합니다. 왜 이런 일들이 발생하는지 모르겠지만 잘 마무리됐으면 좋겠습니다.